Linear equation in two variables. In the last video, I left you all and I was talking about the solution of the linear equation in two variables. So whenever we start with the linear equation in two variables chapter, we keep in the mind the general form is ax plus by plus c is equals to 0. So in the last video, I explained you how to find out the solution of the linear equation two variables algebraically. One value it would be assumed by you, the next one you would have, and by this way you will be able to find out the solution of linear equation in two variables. Now here the graph of a linear equation in two variables. You know why it is required? It is required simply to find out the solution of two variables. As since beginning I tried to connect the topic, as it was told you in the very first video how to represent 2 or 3 or the solution of the equation through number line. So number line for the linear equation in one variable. Now we have linear equation in two variable. So we'll have a two line. One is the horizontal line and another is the vertical line. Please, dear children, just I want to convey you something that you all need to understand, and this is very important. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is origin. Yes, this is not new for you. In the very last chapter, in the very previous chapter of this exercise 4.2, you all did the coordinate geometry, and this was only a purpose to give chapter 3 before this chapter 4, this coordinate geometry. You all know about this. This is first quadrant, this is second quadrant, this is third quadrant, this is fourth quadrant. Now the question is how this is connected to chapter 3. So the very first thing, that idea I am trying to provide you since beginning. That's why I have started with the linear equation in one variable. In linear equation in one variable, again I am taking example, suppose x plus 2 is equals to 0, so x is equals to minus 2. So if you want to present this minus 2, it would be this side. So here let me tell you this 1, this 2, this 3, this 4, this is minus 1, this is minus 2, and so on. Here the 1, 2, 3, and here this minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So this is a horizontal line, this is called x-axis, this is vertical line, this is y-axis. And dear children, now probably and I am very sure of, since beginning I have been teaching this linear equation two variables, you would not have any problem to understand why this is taken two axes, one for the x and another for the y axis. Whatever the numbers would be lying on this, so we'll search on the x axis, and for y we'll go for the y axis. And earlier it was told you to spot the points by taking the coordinates. So now I am just coming to the question parts, I am coming to the main parts, how we find out the solution graphically. So for graphically also we'll have, this is, we need to have a help of the algebraic solution. We'll definitely will find out. I'm just taking one example here. It's better to go with the exercise. Here it is given the draw the graph of. Here it is the very first questions, exercise 4.3. I'll try to explain through the question, it would be better. So this is first, this is x plus y is equals to 4. The children, what we do first, we just find out the minimum two solution by algebraic methods. Yes, we need to have algebraic methods. So to find out the solution of minimum two solution, right? For more accuracy, you can find out more than 2 also, but yes. So for what we need to do, let x is equals to 1. What will have? Yes, y is equals to 3. So the very first solution we have 1 comma 3. One more we need. So suppose let x is equals to minus 1. So what will have y is equals to? Yes, it is 5. So what is the another solution? It is minus 1 comma 5. So there's two solutions. It is being obtained from the algebraic methods, and now we proceed with the graphical representation and will draw the graph of this x plus y equals to 4. So for this, what we need to do, just you make the graph, x-axis, y-axis, origin 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, here minus 1, here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and so on. Here 1, 2, 3. What we need to do now? We need to locate this and this solution in the graph. So this is 1, 3. Where would be 1, 3? This is 1, 3. And where is the minus 1, 5? Minus 1 and 5, where it would be? This 4, this 5, y-axis, minus 1 and 5, this would be. Once you have these 2 points, dear children, some precautions we need to have when we are dealing with this graph. This origin, this margin should be equal and in all the sides. So these 2 point once we have, what is the first point? It is 1, 3. So it's better to, whenever we are writing the point, it is denoted by capital letter. We'll give suppose A. Here we'll write it is 1, 3, and here we'll write minus 1, 5. Join these 2 lines with the scale. Join these 2 lines and now extend in both the direction. Extend in this way and extend in this way. You know, are you getting some idea from here? This line represents x plus y is equals to 4. This line represents the solution of the x plus y is equals to 4. This line can be extended in both the direction in finite way, and this line, you know, this line, whatever the coordinates will be lying on this line, all would be the solution of x plus y is equals to 4. So I feel, I hope I am very clear with you all. This is the way to plot the graph of given linear equation on 2 variables, and through graph what we are doing, just we are finding out more solution of this given equation. The x plus y is equals to 4, as we saw, as I have given you examples, it would have infinitely many solutions. It would have, so through this line it could be justified and it could be convince you this line only 2 coordinates we have. One is minus 1, 5, another is 1, 3. More you can also find out, means whatever the solution you will find out, that would be lying on this line only. Let us have some more look with this apart from these 2 solutions, and we'll try to see how they all also will be lying. All the solution will be lying on this line only. Let us have apart from these 2. Suppose I am taking x is equals to 2. X is equals to 2. So what would be the y? Y is equals to 2. So if you go for 2, 2. So this 2 and 2. Actually this is not an exact graph. This 2, 2 also would be lying on this line only. Definitely it would be lying on the line. Right? So if you could, when you will do this practice on the graph, you will have exactly 2, 2, 2, on this line only. Have some more examples. Suppose I am taking x is equals to minus 2. So this would be what y is equals to 6. So minus 2, 6. Where would be my minus 2, 6? This minus 2, 6. This minus 2, 6, it would be here. So all the solution would be lying on this line only. So this is something, and this is the way to plot the graph. You need to find out 2 solutions. For that, what we need to do, first we'll assume the value of any either of the variable you can assume, and you will find out minimum 2 solutions. And so actually what the actual way is, whenever you draw this, you will make a table here, and here you will make a table. Here you will write x, here will write y, and as it was taken the very first 1 and 3. So here x is 1, y is 3. Another is taken minus 1 and it is 5. And write down the solution 1, 3 and minus 1, 5. Dear children, don't forget to how to express the solution of the equation. It is always expressed in the small bracket separated by comma, 1 comma 3 minus 1 comma 5. Once you have this 2-point spot in the graph, you all did in the last chapter, you all know how to spot this 1 3 and minus 1 5. Once you have these 2 points, just you connect these 2 points with the scale and extend the line. You will have a graph, and this is all about the finding out the graph. And this is something that you all need to understand, and we'll discuss something more. But before going ahead, here I am talking about some, it is given in your NCERT in page number 71. It is talking about some observations. Every point whose coordinate satisfies equation lies on line. Suppose this line, I am giving the name of line, this AB. So here it is saying that every point whose coordinate satisfies equation 1 is equation line on the AB. Every point AB, here it is written in the bracket a small comma AB. This is the AB, means A comma B. This is A comma B, and it is AB on the line AB gives a solution x is equals to A and y is equals to B. Dear children, that you need to understand. Whenever we write in the bracket, the very first we write the number lying on the x-axis, and another one is the number lying on the y-axis, and that's why this horizontal and vertical line it is being taken, and that's why this graph is being taken. And this is the same, don't you have to worry this is something different. No, this is same that you would have dealt with very recently in the 3rd chapter. So this is something, and you all know how to spot, you all know about the coordinate. So this is something that it relates you. We are not doing anything special, we are just dealing with the number system. So this, please, you see this page number 71. Here it is given in the points which I am trying to convey you in this way. So now it is the turn of the exercise 4.3. First example I have given you. Question number 2 is wonderful question. It has given the equation of 2 line passing through 2.4, 2 and 14. Suppose only, see here it is asking for this question number 2 that you need to understand, and this is basically a very conceptual question. In fact, it's not a challenging question, it's a conceptual question. The question is, give the equations of 2 lines passing through 2, 14. So if it is given the coordinate 2, 14, how, see, I have explained you if we have given the equation how to find out the solution, and if it is given one solution, how would be probable equation we would have. Suppose this is 2, 14, so how would write the equation? So I am writing here x plus y is equals to 16, right? 2 plus 14 is equals to 16. This I have written one. Can you write something more by yourself? Suppose I am writing here x minus y. X minus y is equals to what it is? It is, I think, minus 12. Yes, this would be another equation. Can you write something more? Yes, 2x plus y is equals to what? 2x plus y is equals to 18. Yes. So by this way you can write the many more equations. So the same thing, if one solution it would be given, it means 1 point only it is given. So how many lines could be passed through this? Infinite line can be passed through, and infinite number of equations it could be formed by given the only one solution. Through 1 point, infinite number of lines can be passed, so that it could be compared with the algebraic and geometric, and this is the something. So now this question number 3 it is, if the point 3, 4 lies on the graph of the equation 3y is equals to x plus 7, find the value of a. It's very easy. Here it is given the value of x is 3 and given the value of y is 4. So you need to put the value of x and y, and you will have the answer whatever it is required. It is required to find out the value of a. Question number 4 is marvelous. Now I am just helping you or to just to frame the situation. I have already explained you how to plot the graph and how to find out the solution through graph, and you already know how to find out. This taxi fare in the city is as follows. For the first kilometer, The fare is rupees 8. Here in this question number 4, it is given fare for first kilometer. This is given rupees X. No, it's rupees 8. Sorry, it's rupees 8. Now, and for the subsequent distance, it is rupees 5. So it is fare for every kilometer. Every kilometer it is given rupees 5. Rupees 5. So I don't feel any problem here. Taking the distance covered at x kilometers. So the total distance here, this is also given. Total distance covered. This is also given. How much? It is x kilometer. This is given in the question. I am not doing anything else right now. And the total fare is also given. Total fare is given rupees y. Okay, fine. Write a linear equation for this information and draw its graph. Okay, so what is this? For first kilometer it is 8 and the total distance is x kilometer. So we'll write here 8 plus 5 into x minus 1 is equals to y. Have you got the idea how I did? I have written the fare for first kilometer, which is 8 rupees. Now, once if we have paid the fare of first kilometer, total distance it was x kilometer. So this 1 kilometer is subtracted from the total and it is multiplied by 5 because it is given for 1 kilometer. Fare for every kilometer means the remaining distance is what? X minus 1 because we have already paid for the first kilometer and this is multiplied by 5 and the total fare would be paid this and it is given y. Now just write down this 8 plus 5x minus 5 is equals to y. So 5x minus y, 5x minus y is equals to minus 3. So now this is the linear equation of two variables in front of you and rest I don't feel you'll have any problem to do this. So and the rest questions you all do by yourself and I don't feel your question number 6 if the work done by a body on application of a constant force is directly proportional to the distance traveled by the body, express this in the form of an equation in two variables. So what is the constant? So here W is equals to Fs. F is the constant. What are the variables? W and S are the variables. So we don't deal anything with the F. Now it is given, express in the form of equation in two variables and draw the graph of this taking constant force as 5 units. So it is W is equals to 5S. Means you could write here X is equals to 5Y. There is no problem at all. So now I don't feel you'll have any problem to plot the graph for X is equals to 5Y. Yamini and Fatima, two students of class 9th of a school together contributed rupees 100. So this is X plus Y is equals to 100. Yes, this is the question number 7. X plus Y is equals to 100. I don't feel you'll have any problem to do now the questions. So and one thing more I would like to share with you all dear children. Whenever you do the questions of exercise, here let me talk about the question number 8. I have shared this information with the students with many times. Please again I am sharing with whenever you do the questions from the NCERT, a lot of information it is given in the NCERT from the reliable source. Like this question number 8, it is given some transformation. There is some changes of one temperature scale into another. Here it is Fahrenheit and the Celsius. This is very important information. This is not only way just to do the questions. I suggest you whenever you do the question from NCERT, a lot of things it is revealed in the question. So whenever you do the question, please be attentive and so just go through the questions very in an important way. This is not important if it is given in the maths. It would be asked only in the maths. So question number 8, I don't feel you would have any problem to deal with this question in the way of mathematics I have given you. And now just one more topic is being left. So would do the in the next video. One more video I'll have to discuss with you all. Thank you. We'll just explain the next.